amazing. It was a mind-blowing night for the band, everyone on stage. I love you guys so much. Are you ready to enjoy the best day of your life? Because it's not about last night, it's not about Friday. This is about Sunday. It's about this moment in time. Now, we gotta ease into it. We have to ease into it. And when you want to ease through something, let's say you're going through a dense forest or a mountain trail. You're visiting the mountains of Phoenix. You need a trail guide. Everybody needs a trail guide. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the premier trail guide in the tri-state area. I don't even know if this is a tri-state. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, my best friend, give it up, his origin, Space Junior!
Lieutenant Benedict.
Sir!
Corporal Band. They're a collective entity. Phoenix, Arizona. Or what's left of you. We've ridden you hard, put you up wet.
It's the flip side of Santa. We're actually looking for the naughty. The naughty win.
Naughty. Yeah.
Not interested in the nice.
Naughty rules.
Yeah, naughty rules.
So true. So many things have happened this weekend that have been so fantastic. Karaoke, fantastic night. Epic night. People who said you can't pull it off in the desert, those people were naysayers and they were wrong.
They were wrong.
You people killed it in karaoke. This is one of my favorite things. We have a translator.
We do?
Doing sign language.
Oh, that's the best.
How old is the young lady for whom you're translating? How old is she? What? 22? Okay, I feel comfortable cursing then. Ball sack. Full frontal nudity.
I'm surprised, like, if I were the translator, I'd do it and then I'd go, it's him, I'm not saying.
But right now she thinks her translator is just filthy.
Yeah. She's like, well, stick to what Richard's saying. Why are you saying ball sack? Stop it, you just did it again.
Yeah, as you say what I'm saying, she's going to say it.
Right.
It's meta.
That's right.
I feel like, here, come here, you come here, and you come here. You, come here. Come here, I want you right there. You can't look at her and see us, you're gonna do both. You sit right there, you sit right there. Now you can see the show, now you can see the whole thing. Otherwise, you're stuck over there. Not that she's not fabulous, but she ain't no Jared and Jensen and Richard and Rob, you know what I mean? Four things are, no creation event has ever had Rob and Jensen sing Fare Thee Well. That was the North American premiere of Fare Thee Well, which is off the hooks. And hopefully, we'll see you again at another show.
I hope so.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. 2, we have never had the stage of Saturday Night Special has never been graced by the oversized shoes of Mr. Jared Padalecki. That was the first one.
For the whole show.
The only downside about having Jared there is he obviously is an enormous fan of Loud and Swain, and who wouldn't be? But he, at the end, we were going on the stage, and he wanted to promote the band, so he took my Loud and Swain baseball hat, my cherished, passed down for generations As in, stolen that night from the merch room.
I never forget when I saw your great grandfather wear that hat.
I stole it. I stole it from the merch room. And I stole it, and then Jared stole my stolen hat.
Yeah.
Which is uncool.
Slap and punch me. He was so excited. Oh, it's such a great show. And like 3 people came like, whoa, you're killing it. Like, he was so excited that he had to just give me love like that.
Have you guys ever read Of Mice and Men? You know how Lenny treats the rabbits? That's how Jared treats other people. You look good today. You look good today. You look good. Oh, I broke you. Good show. Good show. Really good show, Rob. Why's your arm here? Why's your arm? What happened to your body, Rob? Why are you just unarmed? Why are you bleeding?
It was a huge compliment, but he almost broke me.
It would have been, your dying words would have been, thank you. Peace. So that was 2.
What's 3?
We've never had, by herself on stage, Miss Kim Rhodes sing a song. And I tell you, she killed it. I mean, she didn't just premiere her singing capabilities, she knocked the leather off the ball. That was a whale of a track. Great job by Kim Rhodes.
What's 4, Mr. Spade?
The 4th thing that happened last night, the 4th unique event that Phoenix owns, that it was a gift to the good people of the desert, courtesy of the boys of Loud and Sway, was you were witness to the first time they have ever closed the show with Purple Rain.
First time we've ever played it.
It was.
We never practiced it.
That was the thing I was going to say, is again, a tip of the hat to their musicianship. They never played the thing live, they never rehearsed the song, they just learned their separate parts and performed it on stage, and it was like a well-rehearsed act. It was fantastic. Unbelievable job, as always. Unbelievable job.
We're doing the walking down the supermodel. She's a black-legged woman and she's gonna make a devil of me.
Ruth Connell.
Those are some amazing news, Rich. I didn't know you had that in there. I saw one.
And I think this is what's cool nowadays, is that's changing, isn't it? We're seeing so much more diversity in size, shape, colour, texture. Whatever. Whatever you like. I did. What's going on? Did I do something? Oh, the Kelpies! Hey, who did that? Who did that? Who put them up there? I can't see the deal. Where am I? What's my name? Where am I going? Nobody knows. From here. This is a very dyspraxic panel. Probably the most dyspraxic I've ever done. And I've done some pretty dyspraxic. 3, oh, I can just get a plaster in my forehead. Kind of forgotten I was here. I've sustained an injury. PhxCon. Yes, okay. We're going to do the V Club Mega Mix. Everybody ready? Especially inside, I can still see you. Yeah? And you guys. Everyone in the back, west wing, east wing, liberals in the middle. So sorry. Okay, after 3, 1, 2, 3. V Club Mega. Disco ball change. Disco ball change. Hell yeah. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Woo! There's so many hearts coming in for you guys. Can I just tell you, there's so many hearts. Yeah. Finish. It's good to finish it before you put it in your pocket, otherwise you send out a live stream of your butt. That has happened. I know I'm not telling you which stream it was.
Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki. You're looking a little out of breath there, Robbie.
Oh, great, man. Never met.
We were joking.
I'm not in con form right now.
Yeah, we're not in con shape, you know.
Show must go on, right? I just felt like this.
I'm like, wow, he's taking stage diving to like a whole new.
I'd like to do the opposite.
Like diving on the stage.
Onto the stage, that's how I do. Yeah, it's the opposite of normal stage diving. But no, but the other thing is I felt like this carpet smelled funny, and I needed to.
A little investigation, a little investigative work.
Yeah, that's right.
Right mid-song.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so I did real quick.
We're good, up quick, and
then we're
right back at it.
back to Prince. Yeah.
Rob Benedict, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Oh, Robbie, that young lady. I seem to have lost my compadre here.
Well, it's because Director Rich got old.
No, Director Rich is this way. I'll carry your chair. Follow me.
Is he? Hey, Jared, is he calling you Sam again?
Is he Rich?
Did he call you Sam when he told you to go over there and help him with something?
Yeah.
Right.
So Rich, whenever he's directing, calls us by our character names. So
don't worry, no one's looking at you. I don't want the young lady not to be able to see the show because she has to look at her translator, so she's gonna... Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, they're all looking at Jared, it's okay.
Hi, Phoenix. Can I, love you.
Love you too.
It got quiet. It got really quiet. I broke a nail. 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 We wanted to say thank y'all. Y'all are badass.
Somebody just yell, take your pants off back there? Look, if you say it, he's gonna play it. So just let's mind our P's and Q's.
Take your pants off!
The great thing about Steve is he doesn't move. He just goes, because you can't see his foot. It's like, I don't know who's doing that.
Brilliant. During the year, we know what's going on. We know 5 storylines ahead. We know 7 storylines ahead. Here, we are all caught up and we get to be fellow fans of the show. So thank y'all, you people. That was there a chicken in the house? Thank y'all for,
I believe there's a zoo exhibit out in the Florida.
the Phoenix Zoo. Thank y'all for being here. Let's hear it for the Phoenix Zoo. Yeah!
Does that person, do you work at the Phoenix? Okay.
How many people work at the Phoenix Zoo? There's like 80 people who work at the Phoenix Zoo.
They're like, we all do.
By the way, it's a Sunday. Who's watching the zoo? I heard 100 people yell like, yeah, we work at the Phoenix Zoo. So I think one of the things Supernatural has been able to do as a show, and then further with you people, y'all, is we've been able to open up a conversation and a dialogue that there's something really special about this family. There's something really special about the people that are in this room.
And the Phoenix Zoo.
But I think Jensen and I and Misha and several friends and other members of the cast realized that we're kind of in a cool. People will go like, you know, you actors live in your own world, and I'm like, we do, and it's awesome. You should see our family because y'all are our own world.
You people.
It occurred to us, I think it occurred to us all that, you know, for me, AKF, and Always Keep Fighting, was something that I literally and legitimately needed to kind of remind myself and tell myself, and so for me it meant a lot. And then Love Yourself First meant a lot as I progressed through me finding out who I was and kind of the steps forward. And the same with You Are Not Alone. Just these ideas that, you know, every now and again, something means something to you, and then it develops and it grows without losing the foundation of always keep fighting. But now you know reasons to always keep fighting, or ways to always keep fighting, to realize you gotta love yourself first, to realize you're not alone. And I met people today in the photographs that say thank you to me. They say, you know, I was in a bad place. Thank you for getting me through that. And I have to tell them honestly, I did not get you through that. You got you through that. I hope, and I believe, and I hope that I was there to let them know that they were not alone, but it was their strength and their sacrifice and their fight that got them here today. And so if anybody's out there thinking the same thing. Thank you.
Thanks.
I tried to button up your shirt.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah!
I don't even know if I know what that means. But he'll be doing, like, say, my coverage, so I'll be on camera, and Jared will be just off camera.
I'll be Sam, and I'll be like, hey, Dean, you know, I think we should check this out. And I start to walk away, and then I stop, and so now Jensen's the only one on camera, and as Jensen's saying his lines, I'm doing this. Yeah, Dean, no, I mean it. The vampires are in the nest. The zombies are gonna get us. And I'm laughing. Jensen is acting, and I'm like, hee 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 hee.
Sometimes Brad just has to sit there and take it. The worst is when Jared somehow, I think you just grab them out of the makeup bags when they roll by, you're just like, I'll take those for later. And he'll grab some tweezers. Plucking ear hair while Brad is holding the camera.
And nose hair.
Oh yeah, he got a nose hair a few times too.
So I'll be like this. And he's trying to stay so still, because if he laughs, then the camera goes like this.
And the director and the DP are in the tent, like, not seeing all this stuff that's going, they're just watching the image, and they'll be like, what the hell is he doing? I said, Brad, why are you shaking? Cut! What's funny is Brad never sells Jared out. He's like, I'm sorry, I could use another one.
Except I'm crying with laughter.
Yeah, it's, the gag reel to almost any season, especially the later seasons, could probably be 3 to 4 hours long. Like, I don't know how they sift through all the material and decide, you know, what's what, but
When does season 11 DVD come out?
September.
Because I have the gag reel on my phone.
I do too.
There are people who have questions.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we should do that.
Seriously, if you want to play that gag reel, I can wait.
This is something else. I'm checking my.
I'll answer a question while he checks an email.
Okay, first off, thank you for coming to Phoenix. This is my my sisters and mine first time, and you guys absolutely rock.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now I have a question to the both of you as Sam and Dean. Since Crawley has called both of you both Moose and Squirrel, does that make Crawley and Rowena Boris and Natasha? And are you going to tell them
yes.
that?
Well, it does beg the question of what does that make Castiel?
I figured it either makes him a fearless leader if he had Lucifer in him, or he was Dudley Do Right. Your choice.
Dudley Do Wrong. Thank you. Thank you.
Do math.
Sometimes they win and sometimes they don't. Because sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you. I don't know. I don't come up with these dumb nicknames, these spirit animals. However, I did see a guy today wearing a t-shirt that said, Jensen Ackles is my spirit animal. Is that you? Yeah, buddy. Right there. Made my day.
My spirit animal is brisket.
Days of our lives. She too is a long-haired female.
The best ones are.
I don't know. I saw a couple
So I was
short-haired
doing-
females in here that were pretty cute today. You know who you are.
I was doing I had just bought a house, and I had some friends over, and one of my friends, her name was Angela, she was a friend of my girlfriend at the time. I was giving a tour, and I had like 30 scripts by my bed. And she was like, oh my God, have you been on that many auditions? And she was just starting into the business, and she's a comedian. Her name is Angela Johnson. And so when she was just starting, she was a friend of my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, oh my God, you've been on so many auditions. And I was like, I'm sorry? And she's like, have you been on all those auditions? There's probably 30 scripts, maybe 40. And I was like, house tour timeout, walk with me. And I walked her downstairs into the garage where I literally had file boxes stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, probably 30 file boxes full of scripts that I did not get. And I was like, those are the auditions I've been on. And her jaw kind of dropped because at the time, I mean, I was a 20-year-old kid who had just bought a house in LA. I was a successful actor, but I had heard no 1,000 times. And each time, and I've been very public about always keep fighting, but each time that I heard no, I took it personally. And it hurt, and it sucked. It's like somebody saying, like, not picking you for their team. And you're like, you know what? What's wrong? Like, maybe something's wrong with me. And I learned with the help of my family and friends and my second family that being told no doesn't mean you're not enough. It just means you're better for something else. So after 1,000 no's, my favorite yes was this dude called Sam Winchester. So my advice on auditions is don't take them personally. When you hear no, it's not your loss, it's their loss. And keep going. Keep fighting.
There's another little, and I think Jared will agree, don't wait for no. Just keep going. If they come back and say yes, then it's like, oh, Oh, okay, I'd already moved on. And that's the way I do it. I go in, I give my final performance in that audition. And then I leave and I'm like, okay, what's next? If they call me and say, hey, we want you to come back and read for the producers, and be like, oh, okay, well, I'll come back and give one more final performance. And each time I walk out of that door, I leave it out there, I leave it behind, I'm gone. That way when they do come back and say, you know, we decided to go with somebody else, I've already moved on mentally. And that helped me a lot on all of those. And I remember I know exactly what project it was that I got told no on, that I took so personally, that I immediately hung up the phone and put a hole in my drywall with my fist. And I called my dad, super upset. And he gave me that advice. He said, son, you gotta walk away from it, give the best performance, but have that be your final performance, unless they want an encore. Don't wait for the encore. Move on to something else.
I have a question. Just kidding.
That's right, I have moved on. However, no, it was for a TV show. It was for a pilot. No, this was early. This was a long time ago. Shane booked it. Yeah. You guys wouldn't know it because it never went. It was a pilot. It's as though, imagine we shot the pilot of Supernatural and it didn't get picked up. You would have never seen the pilot. So pilots get made all the time that you never ever see. So this was a show that, in my opinion, I thought I was perfect for. It was a role I was like, oh, this is, and it got down to me and one other guy. So I was.
Who's a buddy, by the way?
Yeah, who was a friend of mine, and it still
is.
And
Of ours.
yeah, and so, but and it wasn't like I wanted him not to get it. I just really wanted it. And when I didn't get picked, and I thought I had it in the bag, and when I didn't get picked, I just really, really, really took it hard. That show then got made without me, and then never got picked up and never made it to a series.
Because you weren't in it.
Years later, I was telling our buddy about that, and he was like, it should have been you anyway, it probably would have gone. And I thought that was a really cool thing for him to say, but anyway, he's doing fine, I'm obviously doing okay. Things happen. But it was the way that I reacted to that I never wanted that to happen again. What's that? It was after. Just after. Yeah. How dare they?
I auditioned for it too. Funny.
You went, yeah, he just realized he went out for the same role.
And I was like, dude, they should go to Jensen.
I know the perfect guy.
I consulted and still consult a professional, a doctor, about how to learn to cope more properly with pain, with sadness, with depression, with anxiety. It gets really scary sometimes. The world's it can be a scary place. Even from where I stand, you know, and I'm a 6'4" white dude who has a career, you know, like, and I get pretty scared sometimes, and I get pretty worried. And sometimes my wife isn't there to tell me it's all right. Sometimes my buddies aren't there to tell me it's all right. My friends aren't there to tell me it's all right. And I choose to listen to the bad instead of the good. So I went to a professional, and I'm proud of it. And I'm certainly not qualified to give proper advice, but to say, and I hope this doesn't sound like a cop-out, but to say, like, if I wanted to learn how to be a kickboxer, I would go to a kickboxing professional. If I wanted to learn how to be a nutritionist, I would go to a nutritionist. If I wanted to know how to be a surgeon, I would go to medical school. I wanted to learn how to take care of my mental health, so I went to a mental health professional. And I'm I think there's a weird stigma right now where if you go like, hey, if you say, I've got cancer, so I went to a doctor, people are like, well, yeah. But if you say like, hey, man, I've got some wild anxiety, they're like, oh, well, just relax, you know? Which doesn't make sense. I think we're moving in the right direction as a society, but there was something going on in my head I wasn't controlling that is not dead today, you know? So, but I go to a doctor, you know? Because something's going on, I just want to know the answers. It's not, there's no shame. There's no like, oh, I talked to somebody about, I'm feeling sad. It's like, what? Why are you sad? You know, you're rich, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that. So I say to everybody that one of my greatest blessings in life was realizing before it was too late that I wanted to figure out what was going on in my head. So that's my advice. Because Shep, like, if he's enjoying himself, he'll be like this. He tries so hard not to laugh, and so that's, like, if we find something that can make him giggle, like, I'll do it for 24 hours, you know? So that was that video.
And I have perfect ear canals. I don't know.
Jensen actually heard us.
Well, you know the story behind the ear canal thing, right? Okay, well then you already know that.
I'm taking the Diet Coke that's not open yet.
I'm taking the beer.
I got your text, guys. Sorry for the delay.
This tastes good. What's in this?
Not telling.
You guys don't realize this, but on Saturday, there's only 35 people in the audience. So this is really kind of overwhelming. Aren't you nervous up here in front of all these people?
Now that you're here.
I'm guessing he comes with a message.
Jared Padalecki has very generously agreed to buy everyone in the audience a pizza. I am bearing a message. Richard Spade.
The pizza man is here!
Somebody order a pizza? Dude, the pizza guy's here. Oh, he smells like pepperoni and sausage. And it's beautiful.
Can I bring my little sister over here?
Yes. Come here.
I'm gonna fill Jared and Jensen in on this because they weren't here yesterday. But yesterday we ordered pizza and this very strapping gentleman showed up carrying 10 extra large pizzas with him. And the entire audience stood up and cheered and celebrated his entrance in a way that I've never seen any entrance celebrated. And then I was like, and then I asked him, do you always get this reception? And he said, well, I do get a lot of compliments.
2,000 people screaming, and he's like, yeah, you know, the usual.
What's your name officially?
My name is Timothy.
That's Tim.
Timothy, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for being part of the family. Sure.
Yasmin.
That's Yasmin. Yasmin and
Can we
Timothy.
give them a round of applause?
So she is our last question.
Yes, you've been designated as the last question. So, what is your question?
Well, I grew up playing a lot of sports and activities that weren't necessarily popular. So if you had to choose an obscure sport or activity, what would you choose to try?
Ultimate Frisbee. And he would do the squirrel suit parachute diving.
That's no lie. I mean,
Also called the Rob Benedict.
We're talking 200 miles an hour, you know, 10 feet off the deck, with nothing on but a squirrel suit. Sign me up! After I sign the waiver.
yes, if base jumping or that kind of stuff, I would be into that.
What about you?
What was some of your obscure activities in sports?
Maybe not obscure, but I was on speech team, and I was also. I loved it. What category?
Me too.
Sorry, is this
I did
like a new Olympic sport?
I did poetry reciting, I did dramatic interpreting, I did videos interpreting, I did duo interpreting and duet acting. I did Lincoln Douglas debate. I was a full-on nerd alert.
Dress up and be in public and show what it is that you love is an extraordinarily brave and courageous thing to do. It's an amazing thing to do. It's really easy to be cool and be aloof like me and never join in like me. But I think I've always been envious of people who are brave enough to wear their hearts on their sleeves. And I think this is the generation where it's safe to do so, you know? I remember I was 12 years old and I had my mom dye my hair bright orange. She actually hennaed my hair, but it was bright orange. And that was in 1976, at the height or the beginning of punk in London. And it was the coolest thing. It wasn't particularly spiky. I didn't have, you know, piercings or anything like that, but I had orange hair, and that's because I liked that was supported. That made me weird. That wasn't a normal thing for a 12-year-old kid to do. Now, it's kind of uniform in a really weird way. Like, we see how much color we all have in our hairs, right? Like, I'm looking at loud color. I used to have an electric blue pompadour in 1978. But it was a weird thing to do, and we were always derided for that. You were looked at and pointed at. You know, people were beaten up because that's what individuality was looked down upon in that way. Being part of a gang, being part of a group of easily identifiable people was the norm. Does that make sense? That was the safety. And it was always the outsiders that were being picked on. And that's why I love what's going on right now. What I love about what's going on right now is the individuality. It feels like a Life of Brian piece here. You're all individuals. Yes. The individuality is what is so wonderful. Everybody's individual style. And we come together under a common banner to celebrate our individuality. How about that but because we find the love in our similarities and not our differences. It's because we're actually not looking at our differences anymore. I don't think anybody in this room cares. I mean, they may care about their own, but they don't particularly care about other people's sexuality, race, religion, or you know, sexual proclivity or choices or whatever. There's no interest to most people. And I think that is an unusual thing in our society. And I think I am going to answer your question, but this is the reason why I'm saying this is there's a point to it. So we show our common love for a show that we all enjoy, that we love making and you guys love watching, and we love participating in this together, which is a really weird thing. This doesn't go on for every show on TV. I mean, I really don't think Law and Order are doing a convention this weekend. with they've tried it on some other shows and it really doesn't work because the connection between the audience is not the same. What is being put out and what is being accepted is not the same. The bond between the creators and the audience is not the same in a lot of shows. And so our fans and Who fans and Firefly fans and everybody else, I'm talking about genre fans of this generation, of this era, are special, very powerful force, very amazing force. And so my kids get to see this. And it's kind of shocking because I've got one that goes to school and one that's homeschooled. But the one that goes to school, a lot of his friends are into Supernatural. And they think it's cool. So he's always got the idea of cool. And they've both been to conventions and they love this. They love the positivity that's in this. There's nothing negative about this. Everybody's okay. Everybody's safe here. Kind of, I think. I'm pretty sure everybody's safe here. It's the way I felt. Whereas Max wants his own individuality at 16 years old, he's making music. The joke is he's making records at 16 years old, and he has a white pompadour, and he's like, I don't want your fans, I want my own fans, and all that. But he appreciates it as well. He knows what it brings us, and he loves the fact that there's a positive side to this. I mean, there's a lot of things he could be embarrassed about his dad doing. This isn't really one of them. You know what I mean? So I think it's an amazing thing. I talk about it a lot. It's just I know it's been a heavy day. I woke up this morning, and it was just a really shitty day. It's just not a good day. But my job is to entertain, not to not necessarily to codify things. But my job is to entertain, and that's an honourable position. I don't have to be somebody who solves a problem or sorts something out. My job is to be here and entertain you guys. That's what I do. But things have an effect on all of us. And the thing I feel most grateful for while I'm here is all of you. I really feel grateful for all of you. I think there's a massive power and a massive force for good here. And I've said it before, I said it yesterday, I've been saying it a lot recently, because there's a lot of really shitty things going on in the world. A lot of really sad and angry and hurtful and spiteful things going on in the world. And there's a lot of sadness and mental illness and really hard things to deal with for people. And I don't think the world is as kind a place as it was when I was growing up. I'm 52 years old and I don't remember it being this difficult. I don't remember it being this harsh. I don't remember every time you screw up, somebody films it and puts it on the frickin' internet. People's lives are ruined by these things. People's lives are altered by the fact that we're not connected to each other in the same way anymore. We're just not. I love the fact that we stopped for you in the road when you were going across the road earlier this morning. That was me in the black car. I was explaining to the driver, that person's coming to see me later. It's a lovely thing to be able to say. I could tell by your dress who you were here for. Yeah. See? Absolutely. But you remember when you went across from the hotel out across the road? There was us that stopped at us. But the driver had no idea what I was doing. Hey. Hiya. But that's the thing. So it's all very heavy and it's all this and the other, and it's just going to be one of those days, I guess. I'm tired and it's Sunday and whatever. But the truth of the matter is, I am extraordinarily grateful for this. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of the fact that those of you who have had difficulties, that's a large group of us, I guess. And those of you that know people who have difficulties, which is the rest of us. That's the way it is nowadays, I guess. I've done an extraordinary amount of really wonderful, positive things for each other and for others. And I'm very proud to be associated with that you do, and the fact that you're willing to take up our causes and take up what we believe in and take those further. one step further than even we can. And you're a really powerful force in that field. Don't ever underestimate what you guys can do. It's fantastic. That being said, this is not, this is not a self-help seminar, and this is not, this is not Depressives Anonymous, although it usually turns into that at some point when I'm talking. Wait, can you drop this in the trash for me? So mean.
I wonder which one of you was playing drums just then. How you doing, guys? What are we gonna play?
You were doing that all day yesterday, weren't you? Your drumsticks are slippy.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, Mark. How's it going, buddy?
Slow.
Hello?
How's it going?
Good. Good. Are you doing a panel, or are we just... Is there a... Did I miss the memo?
So yeah.
Do you want to take a last question, or...
Sure. Rob, you take the last question.
I take it for you?
As me. You have to take the last question as me.
Got it. Right here. Yeah. You. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Yeah.
Well, my question was, Crowley's killed a lot of people on the show, and I was wondering if there was anybody he felt bad about that he would bring back.
No. It's a valid question. No. It's valid. It's completely valid. And you're entitled to your own opinion, but I have an answer for you. The question is, would I bring anyone back? And I have an answer. This is my answer. No.
Pretty good, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Mark, anything you want to say to the folks before we wrap it up?
Hey, Mike. How was the break? Nothing. Rob did an impression of me. It was really stupid.
That means it was great.
So, come to the end of the day, for me. It's been an absolute pleasure. The gig last night was one of the joys. You guys were amazing. Thank you for coming. You've been a lot of fun for a town that basks in 120-degree heat on a regular basis. I'm kind of amazed. Amazing people. Thank you so much. I meant every word I said, especially the rude stuff. I just want to let you know,
Thinking about you. Be safe, be well, and I hope to see you all again. Thank you so much.